I've talked about well-balanced and excel, but what about showcase? Hi everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. US figure skating showcase events allow you to combine artistic creativity with your skating. You can compete in showcase as a single skater, in a duet, or a small ensemble, and even in production numbers of 8 to 30 skaters. Participating in showcase events and competitions is a way to display your creative side by depicting a character or musical theme in your program. In Showcase, the component judging system, CJS, is used for scoring, so technical skating skills and difficulty are not rewarded as such. That said, your skating must be a significant element of your performance and of sufficient quality to support your chosen theme or character. I'm going to get more into the CJS scoring later on, so stay with me. Showcase events may be offered at any non-qualifying competition. Singles competitors, preliminary through senior, adult bronze through adult gold, and masters may compete at national showcase in an event where they placed in a US figure skating non-qualifying showcase event or in the 2022 national showcase. The qualification must be in emotional performance, choreographic artistry, lyrical pop, character performance, or comedic impressions. Levels lower than preliminary and adult bronze are not eligible to compete at national showcase. Skaters must qualify in each event to compete at national showcase in multiple events. Skaters do not need to qualify based on event level. Once qualified, the skater may compete in elective events, duets, trios, interpretive, inflatable, ensemble, etc. Skaters in the top 4 at a non-qualifying competition in a showcase event or at an all-showcase competition, like the New York Showcase, qualify to register and compete at the National Showcase. National Showcase is truly a festival of inspiration. Skaters who qualify are strongly encouraged to participate. National Showcase offers light entertainment, dramatic entertainment, and interpretive to single skaters. Suppose you've ever watched events at a national showcase or competed there. In that case, you can probably vouch for the fact these are very unique. There's a variety of different programs. It's so much different from well-balanced and even excel events. Single skaters participating in light entertainment, dramatic entertainment, or duet programs will perform under spotlights at National Showcase. All other events are performed under house lighting. This year, the 2023 National Showcase competition will take place July 31st through August 6th, hosted by the Skating Club of Boston. The deadline to satisfy test prerequisites, competition qualification, and entry is June 1st. Single skaters may enter all events for which they qualify by test level and non-qualifying competition participation. Skaters cannot skate in different levels of the same event or competition. For example, an emotional performance, junior level skater would not be permitted to skate at the same competition as emotional performance, junior and senior level. Each skater may only enter one duet trio, one mini production ensemble, one production ensemble, and one inflatable event. Emotional performance programs should portray a story expressing conflict and resolution with a depth of emotion. Your goal is to provoke an emotional response through related skating movements, gestures, and choreography. The entire spectrum of emotions should be considered when you select your theme. Think love, loss, longing, fulfillment, happiness, melancholy, sadness. You get the idea. Lip syncing not permitted. There are no technical limitations. For choreographic artistry, open to juvenile through senior, elite/pro-am, and adult masters, the emphasis is on developing movement on the ice, using the entire body to express innovative ideas, choreographic processes, and gestures. Programs must have music without lyrics or spoken words. Technical elements are not required and are limited to half rotation jumps, 1 full spin, and additional spins with 3 or fewer revolutions. Lip syncing, props, and scenery are not permitted. Your skating costume fabric may not have more than 1 color. You really must use your skating to express your idea. Lyrical pop is an opportunity to perform a program to your favorite song. Without lip syncing. For many skaters, that is the most challenging part of lyrical pop. There are no technical limitations. However, props and scenery are not permitted. In character performance, you impersonate an original or adapted character from a movie, musical, book, original idea, or original adaptation. Here, lip syncing is required. Props and scenery are permitted. There are no technical limitations. Comedic expressions is a humorous performance, intentionally designed to achieve continuous and multiple chuckles, laughs, or audible rises from the audience. Performance is projected outward towards the audience and entertaining through skating movements, gestures, and physical actions. Lip syncing is permitted. Props and scenery are allowed. There are no technical limitations. Elective showcase events. Interpretive. This is a program choreographed by the skater, unaccompanied and unassisted, to music that is supplied by the competition. You will not know what the music is ahead of time. Approximately 1 hour before your scheduled event, you gather with the other competitors in an area designated by the competition. They will play the music for you continuously during a 30-minute off-ice session in a private room. All competitors will interpret the same music. Props are permitted, but must be brought into that room using nothing larger than a piece of carry-on luggage before listening to the music. No additional items may be provided once the skater enters the gathering area where the music is heard. Upon entering the room, cell phone and outside contact are strictly prohibited and could result in the skater being withdrawn from the event. Furniture, such as folding chairs, are not allowed either. The room is attended by only adult monitors assigned to play the music and the competing skaters. So your coach or parent is not allowed in that room with you. The music is also played twice during a 4-minute warm-up on performance ice under full house lighting. The first 30 seconds of that warm-up are without the music. Then the music will be played twice, followed promptly by clearing the ice. No props are permitted on the ice during the warm-up. The first skater then hears the music played 1 time in the warm-up area behind a curtain. Once the skater takes their starting position, the next skater is given the warm-up space to listen to the music. At no time may competitors watch the skater ahead of them. All costumes and props must be taken to the ice only when the skater is called to perform. Props may not be brought out during the warm-up. Props may not be pre-positioned on the performance ice. All interpretive levels are permitted a program of 1 minute 30 seconds maximum. Duets and trios are theatrical performances by 2 or 3 competitors. Lip syncing, props, and scenery are permitted. Skaters may enter only 1 duet trio, 1 mini production ensemble, and 1 production ensemble. Programs are performed under spotlight. When entering events, the skater with the highest technical achievement shall prevail as the level for the entire group to enter. Mini production ensembles are theatrical performances by 4 to 8 competitors. Lip syncing, props, and scenery are permitted. Programs are performed under full arena lighting. Production ensembles are theatrical performances by 9 or more competitors. Lip syncing, props, and scenery are permitted. Programs are performed under full arena lighting. Singles, duets, trios, mini production, and production ensembles may warm up for 3 minutes backstage when curtains and spotlights are used. The skater/team is responsible for checking in with the ice monitor to note when their warm-up time starts. For production ensemble events, the team must take a stationary position on the ice before the music starts. One skater must signal that the team is ready. Open Inflatable is a new event. This is an open-level event with a theatrical performance by 1 or 2 skaters wearing a partial body or full body inflatable costume. Programs are performed under spotlights or full arena lighting. Lip syncing is not permitted. Props and scenery are not permitted. All open inflatable programs are allowed up to a 1 minute 30 maximum program time. Wearable inflatable costumes are only permitted in the inflatables, mini production, and production ensemble events. All programs must begin on the ice in view of the audience. The timing of the program will begin with the first movement of any skater or member of a team. Timing shall end when the skaters have come to a complete stop or cross the line of the curtain exit. A deduction for every 10 seconds in excess will be applied for performances over the time allotment. In singles events, if a skater begins the mood or scene while being introduced by the announcer, the skater must stand still and pause in place as their signal to begin music and program timing. Rules for scenery and props. Scenery is any non-permanent 2 or 3-dimensional background or environmental element placed on the stage to suggest the historical period, locale, and mood of the program. The scenery may not exceed 7 feet 6 inches in height. A prop is a movable or portable object that's distinct from the skater, scenery, or costumes used in production and similar entertainments to further the action or present the story. The inclusion of scenery and/or props is optional, not mandatory. The use of props and scenery should add to the skater's performance. All scenery must be portable by people without mechanical means. All props and scenery must be able to enter and exit the entrances from which skaters enter the ice. Extra accommodations for entering and exiting either locations to fit oversized props isn't allowed. The movement of props while on the ice is the responsibility of the skater or team. Props and scenery must be placed and removed unaided within 30 seconds each, on and off, unaided by the ensemble teams within 1 minute maximum for setup and 1 minute maximum for removal. Anyone not skating are not allowed to step on the ice to help with this. After the performance and after you've taken your bows, you're responsible to remove all the scenery and props from the ice. For insurance reasons, no propulsion or projectile devices are permitted. This includes items such as cannons, trampolines are not permitted. No smoke, fire, dry ice, liquids. This goes without saying, but live animals, leave them home. Feathers, bubble machines, or any substance that may harm the ice surface or skaters is prohibited. No glass mirrors or glass of any kind is permitted on the ice. People can also not be used as props. Don't bring out dad or grandma. Dangerous props that may harm participants or the audience could result in disqualification from the event or competition. There will be no countdown of timing announced for any events. Costuming and makeup for showcase skating should enhance the feeling created by the performance and reflect the meaning of the story, theme, or character. The clothing of competitors must be dignified and appropriate. The clothing may be theatrical in design and reflect the chosen music. Costume rules for singles, pairs, dance, synchro, theater on ice do not apply for showcase skating. Wearable inflatable costumes are prohibited in any solo, duet, trio, or interpretive event. If a skater performs with a wearable inflatable costume, the skater may be disqualified. Inflatables are only permitted in the inflatable and ensemble events. Maximum sizes of initial rounds will be at the judgment of the chief referee. In adult events, groups might be split by age. All other groups will be divided randomly. Final rounds may be be held at the discretion of the referee and the local organizing committee. For National Showcase, final rounds will be described in the National Showcase competition announcement. Earlier, I mentioned the CJS judging system or component judging system. How exactly does that work? In CJS, there are 3 program components. These are marked on a scale of 0.25 to 10. There are no technical marks at all. Showcase skating skills are how you use your skating and physical ability to convey your act on the ice. You must show quality skating to support your theatrical performance and demonstrate proficiency in skating. Balance, glide, acceleration, ice coverage, one-foot skating are all considered when a judge marks your skating skills in a showcase program. Technical elements are not directly rewarded, except where they're integrated into the performance and advance the story, theme, concept. Performance and projection, universe, musicality, and feeling. This is your physical, emotional, and artistic involvement, using your ability to create a universe. The goal is for your performance to continue developing the theme and universe from beginning to end, while also displaying your musical skills. It measures how you use the ice, music, and space around you to project the feeling and your musical awareness into the audience subconsciousness. Artistic appeal with innovation and creativity. A performance is genuinely entertaining when it's within the audience's eyes, ears, and hearts. This mark measures how the audience remembers your program, how they felt during your performance, and their level of involvement, what they take away from it, how long after it they'll remember it. The meaning and feeling should be unique and personal. The question that the judge is answering when giving you this mark is, will I remember what I've seen and would I like to see it again? No technical skating mark is awarded in CJS. Technical elements are not assigned a point value. If a technical element is performed, it should be done within the guidelines of the 3 CJS components. Recently, I had skaters compete at the New York Showcase. Here are some examples of what CJS scoring looks like. I hope this video helped you better understand US Figure Skating Showcase and CJS scoring. If it did, please give this video a like and share it with somebody else you think it could help. Just post it to your social media too. I post videos every week that can help you with your skating, your fitness, nutrition, ultimately help you live a better life. So remember to subscribe and ring that bell so that you never miss a video. This is Amy. Thank you for watching. Happy skating and happy competing. I will see you real soon. Bye.